Hi guys, hope you're all well. Young Fitness Guy, fit at 40, push yourself to success. It's Wednesday the 5th of May. I'm on the bars today. Going to be doing 705 repetitions again. 47 sets of 15 in total. So let's get cracking with that. So obviously I'm doing a back-to-back workout. I did my push-ups yesterday, obviously straight on the bars today. As I say, I'm not in a strict routine with it, but I want to throw in back-to-back workouts, you know, as and when I feel it necessary to do that. You know, it is important to do some workouts back to back, because obviously that's what I'm aiming for now. That's what I'm going to be doing next year, so it's important some days, some weeks, not to have the rest days all the time. You know, I want to get in working out push-ups and pulls, and even though I do my other training, you know, if I wasn't doing these tonight, I'd be doing something else. But it's obviously good to get the practice in. Back-to-back workouts on these. Because obviously, you know, these are the two exercises I'm going to be doing, so it's crucial that I kind of get my body used to that, you know. Yeah, I felt good yesterday actually after the push-ups. I'm consistently staying over the 700 mark now with my pulls and my pushes. You know, today I'm doing the 705 again, which is what I did last time on the bars. So obviously building up my body, getting used to them back-to-back workouts, and also getting used to that amount of reps per workout. So it's crucial to get yourself, you know, used to what you're doing. As I say, you know, it's vitally important no matter what you're kind of doing. So, and yeah, I'm not actually aching today, so I'm hoping this will be pretty smooth, pretty comfortable. I was toying with doing the sets of 20 tonight, to be honest, but I think, you know, I've consistently got to build up the sets of 15 really first. You know, it's about getting my body used to that. So I think if I dropped on the 20s tonight, obviously I ain't going to be able to pull 700 reps at 20 reps per set. So I've got to obviously get my body used to pulling 700 at sets of 15 first, I mean, hopefully by the end of the year I'll be able to do sets of 20 on my pulls as well. It's just a nice number, you know. It's 20s as a really 20s or 25s when you're pushing out sets, big sets. Total number of sets is a good number of reps per set to get to, because it's obviously 100, it's either 5 sets or 4 sets. So whether we're doing obviously my push-ups 5 sets and I've done 100 pushes, with my bars it's like 7 sets. So sorry, it isn't 7 sets, it's 10 sets is 150, 8 sets. Just lost my train of thought there actually. Yeah, it is, sorry, it's 7 sets, but it might not seem a massive difference there, but over the time, over the whole length of the workout, it's a few extra sets on top, you know. I know it is obviously the same amount of total repetitions what you're doing, but if you're doing sets 50 instead of 20, then obviously you're doing more sets. As I say, I know it still works out the same, but it's like it's nice to reach into that 100 quickly, and as I say, with my push-ups, bang bang, straight in, straight on it, and before you know it, you've done 100 and it's all good. And with the bars it's a bit more, you know, a bit more time consuming and obviously a bit more difficult. Yeah, it's gone quite warm now actually again. It was cool today, we've had a bit of rain and it's been a really mixed day, but it's gone having a bit of late night warmth now, and you know, it's definitely getting a bit of a sweat on already, so still, you know, I was thinking today we've only just really got into May, you know, it's still got 8 months left, which is a long time, you know. It's not just a couple of months, it's a long time, and the realisation of how far away it is, you know, is still, it's kind of sinking in a bit now, because, you know, although time goes quick, I know that it's still a long way away, you know. So that's why, you know, I'm not really pushing any advertising at the moment. I'm not really doing anything else. I'm just kind of enjoying filming my training videos at the moment, and obviously picking up fresh viewers and fresh subscribers is brilliant. You know, it's great for me. It's great for the journey. But you know, I'm really confident that once I, you know, advertise what I'm doing properly later in the year, that everything will kind of skyrocket, and you know, hopefully a lot of people will be interested, and I'll have thousands of followers and raise a lot of money for charity, and you know, really have a great year next year doing the challenge. And it is crucial for me, you know, to know I'm going to be raising money for charity is a massive thing. You know, there's so many people out there that need help, and they need things. You know, things kind of given to them what they don't have, whether it be health wise or just a day for them to enjoy themselves, you know. So I think that's going to be obviously a massive push for me, a massive boost for me, and it's going to give me, you know, an amazing buzz, and really push me up to 100% dedication and commitment all the time. You know, there are so many kids that are, and not just kids, but people in general who are either ill or say in difficult circumstances in their life, and you know, I'm sure to over the next few months I'm kind of getting ideas of which charities I want to go for, and then sort of October time, September, October, I'll approach them and hopefully get a lot of kind of focus on the challenge then, you know, from there, because it's pointless doing it now with 8 months left. People would forget about it, so I'd have to just, it's best just play it out now how it's doing, and then, as I say, in time, quietly push it. And all I'm doing really at the minute is just doing a bit on Instagram, to be honest, getting more followers on there, and in time when that builds up, then I'll kind of direct them over to follow the challenge if they want to, and obviously hopefully donate for charities and things, and you know, the more people I get the better, and obviously the more we can benefit people out there and help them, and it'll just be an amazing, you know, an amazing achievement for everybody. And obviously if you can't do the challenge with me, then you can obviously donate and kind of do your bit by raising money for some amazing charities. and I've always wanted to do something for charity. You know, I've given to charities and that in small ways, but I've always wanted to do something, you know, kind of extraordinary, and something that I can look back on with a massive sense of pride and achievement, and you know, something that nobody's ever done before, which will be amazing, you know. And so it's kind of, for me, it's helping people doing something I love. So it's, you know, it's a win-win situation, really. And you know, it's kind of, as I say, doing something no one's done before is that bit different. It's that bit, you know, a little bit more kind of special, and it's something that, you know, obviously people haven't seen it done before. So you know, it's a different way of helping people. So you know, I'm really confident that you know, things will go well, and obviously help a lot of people next year. So I think I'm going to be doing, you know, I've got a lot of ideas, to be honest, of charities and how I'm going to do it. So I want to keep that a bit tight-lipped at the moment, so I'll kind of let you know further down the line. Once I've confirmed with the charities and got all them set up in place. Obviously I don't want to start talking about people and charities too early without, you know, having nothing kind of set up in stone. So that'll all come later in the year, as I say. So that's going to be very exciting, and you know, very, very, you know, very, very special, and the pride I'll get from that is going to be incredible. So you know, it's going to be a brilliant journey for me, and brilliant experience. So you know, even as I say, when I was in my fitness, say highlight of my fitness career, the fittest I've been, you know, I wanted to do things then for charity, but it never come around, and sometimes things don't, you know, happen, and as I say, I've always wanted to do it, but it was kind of never fell in place. And even when I started this challenge, you know, when I said I was going to do it, I didn't kind of plan on doing it for charity. So again, that's kind of fell into place with what I've thought of over the past, and obviously I've brought that into the forefront now, and people have advised me and said to me about it, you know. You know, why didn't you do it for charity and that? And obviously, you know, that immediately kicked off the thing in my head then, where I thought, yeah, that's great, you know, great advice, great idea. So I jumped straight on that and decided that's the way I'm going to go with it. And as I say, you know, it's going to be a brilliant thing. As I say, when I was training a lot, them years ago really, I mean, in my prime, in my mid-20s, there was kind of, mid to late 20s, there was nobody much really training about, you know, there was no CrossFit. There was hardly any gyms, the odd martial art club about and things like that, so it was totally different than it is now. And I think because the fitness community's got so big now, generally, obviously there's a lot more people now doing things and raising money for charities. Which obviously is an amazing thing, you know. It's benefited everybody. You know, obviously, like with the internet now and things, you didn't know about things really then, other than the paper and the radio. So now you don't even need that really, and the papers aren't really, you know, obviously used as much as they used to be, and the radios, even the televisions aren't. A lot of people now can kind of self-promote on the internet and things, and you know, work up the kind of fan base and what they're trying to achieve through that. So, you know, it's not how it used to be at all. And you know, I think that development has obviously, it's enabled people to do things that they couldn't do before, and you know, it's given people that incentive to try and help people more, and through the fitness, and you know, it's just kind of, it has a snowball effect really. You know, I think, you know, there's people making millions now through fitness, and years ago it was unheard of, because it just wasn't big, there wasn't that interest there, you know. And it's just the difference in 10 years is just phenomenal really, how far it's come. And again, it's only good, you know, it's good for people, it's good for everybody involved really. I mean, the clubs I go to now, the kids' classes are absolutely packed out. You're struggling to get a space for the kid, and you know, I'm talking kids down 4 years old, you know, not 9 and 10, down to 4, starting training and getting fit, enjoying themselves, learning to look after themselves, you know, which is obviously crucial in this day and age, even more so. And I think, you know, the influx of kids into martial arts and various things has obviously come about because of that, you know. and it's wonderful to see. It really is, you know. I love to, especially kids, you know. It's great to see them kind of doing things and that, you know, and wanting to learn stuff, you know, which obviously, you know, years ago I'd be at clubs and there'd be 5 or 6 kids in there. Now there's like 20, you know, and they're pushing to get in as well. So it's just a phenomenal turnaround, really. And as I say, I think a lot of it's come because of how society's gone now. It's you know, some things you hear about and some things that happen are disgusting, really. But you know, I think obviously people I've always felt that need to train, be able to look after themselves, but as I say, nowadays it's more, I think it's more kind of hit home to parents and things, and they want the kids to be able to look after themselves, become fit, become strong, and, you know, be able to handle themselves out there, really. So and again, you know, it's all even if they don't do martial arts in Pacific, then any sport they do is obviously benefiting in a physical sense and also in a mental sense. You know, it's getting them active, and it's showing them that exercise is good, and whereas it used to be frowned upon and people didn't enjoy doing it, you know, and as I say, there'd be maybe, you know, a few kind of poster boys or poster girls about, and a couple of really big muscly men on telly or things like that, but it just wasn't seen on a day-to-day basis, and you know, that has totally changed now, and the way it's kind of turned around now is amazing, and it's obviously it's good for everything to do with fitness and strength and exercise, you know. And yeah, you know, it's been as I say, incredible to see that change over the years. That's 25 sets down there, so 22 left. Didn't realise it was warm actually today. Ooh. Just have a little stretch off there. say you got to listen to your body when you're training. If you need, stand up, get the blood flowing again, or a little stretch off, a little move about. Make sure you do that. Make sure you know, feel it, do what you need to do. And you'll know, you'll avoid any twinges and things and niggles. Yeah, it gets tough now. I mean, you know, you're kind of thinking you're eating into it, but then you think how many sets you've got left to do, and it's a long way. As I say, hitting out the 20s, 1480 done 100, but doing it this way, say it's not much difference over 100 repetitions, but them couple of sets can add up, and it does kind of play a difference in your mindset. You know, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's definitely the way I feel like when I'm doing it. I mean, I genuinely don't think me hands, me arms, me grip could hold sets of 20 for 1,000 reps. I don't think they could do it, to be honest. It's just feels so far away from being able to do that. When we push-ups, I'm doing sets of 20 now. I'm confident, you know, I could easily go to sets of 25 and have that little bit more rest in between, but still be able to hold the sets of 25 for 1,000 repetitions on my push-ups. But with the bar pulls, you know, just that 5 extra pulls per set is, you might not seem much, but it's massive. And you know, it just drains your grip strength, to be honest, and your ability to hold the bars. And like I say, it doesn't seem a lot, but it's almost like saying a 100-metre race, you know, kind of knocking a tenth of a second off. Doesn't sound much at all when you say it, but actually doing it is a massive thing. And you know, as I say, that bit of difference, it just sometimes it's, say, I'm not sure I'm ever going to be able to achieve that on the bars, to be honest. It just feels as though my mind it's kind of set on sets of 15, even though I much prefer to do sets of 20. You know, it's not too bad for, that's 30 sets there, it's not too bad for the first 20 sets, 25 sets even, but then now I'm starting to feel it. on my fingers and my hands. Obviously they're not cramping, but they're getting sort of fatigued, you know. Like if you go in the gym and try do your max deadlift on a bar and you're gripping with just your hands, you know, if you do that for so long, so many repetitions, eventually your grip's going to give, you're going to pick it up and it's going to slide out your hands, or you might not even be able to pick it up because your hands will go, your grip will go. You know, it's a natural thing really for the body to fatigue. It's obviously, it just naturally happens no matter what you do, whether it's exercise wise or work wise, training wise, anything. The more you do, obviously your body's going to get tired. You might not feel that when you're actually doing it, but if you observe, you will notice. If somebody's observing you, they will notice as well. You know, so it's say it's natural to happen, but it's something. Obviously, with this, I'm trying to control that. I'm trying to, you know, find that point where I can continually do the reps per set for the 1,000 repetitions. And like I say, you know, at the minute it's looking like 15 reps per set, because I mean, I'm still not up to the 1,000 yet, obviously on the pushes or the pulls, but the hard work is the bars, you know. That is, I would say, on a difficulty level, like with 10 being the highest difficulty, I would say the push-ups for me, you know, are comfortable really around about 5. You know, it is hard work, but it's not something, you know, I'm having to kind of really push myself to get there. I think with the bars though, it's up about 9 or 10, so the difficulty level of this compared to me pushes is probably twice as difficult for me, to be honest. Which is why I'm focusing more on the bars really than my push-ups, you know. It's imperative really that I try and build the consistency up on these bars now. I mean, for me, looking at my push-ups now, even extra 300 push-ups doesn't seem a lot to me in my own head and my own body. An extra 300 pulls on here does. You know, it's a massive difference. The 300 pulls on here feels probably like 600 push-ups, you know. And I'm surprised actually, you know. I didn't think, I thought it'd be harder because I've never done this amount of bar pulls before, but I didn't think it'd be as hard as it is, and I don't think I've noticed the difference as much, you know, as I have done, kind of thing. but again, you know, I haven't had the years and years on the bars. I've only got these bars a couple of years ago, and you know, I haven't trained them like the push-ups really. You know, I've always generally done a few hundred push-ups a week, just as part of my normal training, probably 300 or 400, 500 a week. So the bars, say, it's just something I've started recently really, and never done massive amount of these. I've done probably 100 pulls, you know, and that's it really. So massive difference, and it's a massive amount to kind of claw back over the time, you know, over these remaining training months really. But you know, even when I started the bars, I said, when I first put the challenge out there, I did say 1,000 push-ups, 100% every other day, and between 500 and 1,000 bar pulls. So I'll give myself that leeway straight away on the bars, not because I didn't think I could do it, but because, you know, I wasn't sure how it would be possible to do that many every day for a year. But I've never once since day one I started and mentioned that, I've never once thought I'm going to settle for 500 reps on the bars. Never done that at all. I've always focused 100% on getting to the 1,000 reps. You know, and again, that's a personal thing for me. You know, that is me saying, you know, I'm confident I can do that. I'm sort of focused on doing that, and I want it to be special. You know, I want it to be that magical number every day. If I did 1,000 one day and 500 the next, it's still a massive amount. You know, it's still phenomenal dedication and phenomenal achievement, but just something about hitting that magic number every day for a year, and it kind of stands alone there really then. And you know, it's something that I don't want to look back on and regret not doing the 1,000 every day. So as I say, that hasn't really entered my head at all to settle for what I've got now on the bars. I want to push myself and achieve what I want to. As I say, these once in a lifetime things are kind of, you know, you give a year up of your life obviously for other things, and you know, important things and things that you do over and over again, but to do it for, you know, for charities and for your own self, you know, your own comfort really, your own peace of mind, your own sense of achievement is obviously a lot more, you know, a lot more satisfying, and you know, it's just wonderful really when I think about it. And you know, I'm really enjoying the process and everything about it. I mean, when I get to the challenge, it sounds silly, I know, but I'm seeing me push-ups as my rest day, really. You know, I know it's far from it. Obviously, it's going to be 1,000 pushes a day, but you know, I'm confident again from the pulls into the pushes, and it's more difficult from going to the pushes into the pulls. So, you know, my body. That's why I've done this today. I've done the back. Me pulls straight on the back of my pushes yesterday because I want to get my body used to the harder kind of, for me, part of the challenge. As I say, if I did the pulls today and went on my pushes tomorrow, I wouldn't feel, you know, an increased sense of difficulty or anything, but going from the pushes to the pulls is the hardest part of the challenge for me. Just have a little stretch off again. Oh. This tends to be your back. You get a little bit of stiffness in the back sometimes from being in that position. Obviously laying yourself on that angle, keeping your body in line. So sometimes you get a bit of thingy on the lower back, so you just got to have a little move about, just kind of stretch yourself off a little bit, loosen off your back a little bit, and you know, listen to your body, what it's trying to tell you. As I say, there's no prizes for time here. There's no kind of extra rewards for it. You know, I never, even when I did the challenge, when I started my first workouts, I didn't know, obviously, how long it was going to take me per set. I got gauged that off my first couple of workouts I did. You know, I got a rough idea time wise then. Obviously, as I've increased the repetitions now and I'm up to the sort of 700 mark, I can kind of get a feeling of where my times are for both exercises. Obviously, I'm say around the hour mark on the push-ups hopefully, and I'm hoping an hour and a quarter, hour and a half on the bars. So but as I say, you know, I've never kind of set that time really. That's just happened really as I've gone along, and I do like to round things off. You know, I think a lot of people do, to be honest. You know, you don't get many people who do. If they're doing push-ups, say, you won't get many who'll do 13 push-ups or 17 push-ups. They'll round it to 15 or 20 or 10. You know, and I think with your crunches as well, your squats, your calf raises, your pull-ups on a chin-up bar, your chin-ups, your dips, anything really. They'll round it off, you know, either 10, 5, 10, 15, 20. Kind of use a whole number, so I like to do that with exercises, and also time as well, rounding off to the hour or hour and a quarter or hour and a half. You know, and that for me as well is just another indicator of knowing how long I've got to work out for that day to get what I need to get done. Obviously I already know it's going to be 1,000 repetitions a day, but actually setting that into a time as well, then I know, yeah, it's 1,000 reps, but it's an hour's hard work, or an hour and a half's hard work, and then I'm done for that day. So, you know, it's another way to break it down into something else, and you know, kind of take everything away from that one thing. So I'll have a quick look at the time. 52 minutes, yeah. So yeah, it's obviously it's a lot more time consuming, the bars and my pushes, but I want to do around the hour mark today if I could, so I don't think I'll be too far away from that, to be honest. Three more sets to go. As you say, today I felt like, you know, massive workout, 700 plus pulls on here, but I didn't want to go back below 700 now with these. You know, I'm up to the number what I want to get up to for a while, and it's about building that consistency now, and the more I do it around that number now, hopefully, you know, I'll get that bit quicker, I'll get that bit stronger, my muscles will get used to what I'm doing, the speed I'm doing it, and be able to adapt, adjust, and maybe go that bit quicker in between sets, try and bring the time down a little bit maybe, and just, as I say, build up that feeling in my body. And yeah, I'll just have a quick look now actually. I mean, I've done 7,575. Yeah, so my pulls were about 600, 660. Yeah. But I haven't done many. This is only my second workout consistently over 700, so say it's crucial to build up that endurance now, build up that muscle memory and get my body used to that now. Down to the last set now. Yeah, I've got a good sweat on, good feeling in the body, good pump in the arms. I feel really good, you know, benefited from that immensely there, so I'm chuffed with that. And you know, definitely pleased I did it, and you know, gritted my teeth and got through it. There we go, guys. Good workout done there. Pleased with that. Back to back workouts. Around about 57 minutes, chuffed with the time. Good time. Proud of that. So, thanks for watching, guys. Take care and I'll see you soon.